drivers behind the line. We'll start this matchup in 3, 2, 1. Let's dive.
Match 14 autonomous underway. Coral goes up to L4, so we were looking at the ranking point to get things started nice and early. 2080 for the blue Robotics. Robotics, they're going to stay parked in their reef zone, but their alliance partner, Galaxia, they cycle out of their Coral station and get an extra piece of Coral up on L4 as drivers step forward here in match 14. Red Alliance with an early lead, 55-28. Strikeforce representing Michigan here on the field in this match. They have placed some algae through that processor. It does look like that's the first one passing through for the Red Alliance. Strikeforce goes now for the second, trying to initiate cooperation. Blue Alliance follows up with the same. Checking out that robot in blue bumpers. That is Voltec Robotics, the algae specialist here for blue, processing that algae, passing it off to the human player from Lunas Robotics. Human player retrieves that algae, tosses it on up to the Red Alliance barge zone. 6 points for blue as they pass through the processor, but 4 for red. And Red Alliance now extending a bit of a lead here nice and early in this match. They have 122-84, under a minute and a half remaining in this match. Lunas Robotics, they're receiving some Coral from a human player behind the glass. That's the Strikeforce human player, though, working with both robots, trying to get that Coral into their manipulator. Ricori Ratcheteers, they cycle from the opposite human player station, receive some Coral. They're now focusing on the lower levels of the reef. It looks like the Red Alliance is all good to go in terms of that reef. They have at least 7 Coral on each level, locking in that ranking point for red. Over on blue, L4 is looking pretty close to good. They do have 7. L3 looking like at least 7. Now remaining levels 1 and 2. Approaching that reef now is Voltec. Voltec approaches L1. Alliance partner Robotics moves right on in. Also on L2, Galaxia tries to finish it off. They're getting awfully close to the RP for blue as well. So it's going to come down to who is scoring the most points and that endgame barge status. Seconds remaining. First bot to the barge is Ricori Ratcheteers. Alliance partner Strikeforce. They're going to get a last piece of algae, stretching that score to 200 points for the Red Alliance. Up off the ground, Lunas trying to get clear. Over on blue, 2 robots in contact with Deep Cage in the final 2, 1. And that wraps up qualification match number 14. Game for the Red Alliance. They also take the match. They win it 236-154 over here on Hopper. They did manage to get all 3 robots on a Deep Cage, so 6 RP for the Red Alliance and 3 for blue.